Welcome to TR Academy. In this video, let's see about the Indian national movements that took place between 1885 and 1905. The major factors promoting the growth of nationalism in India: the political unity, the development of communication and transport, English language and Western education, the role of press, social and religious movements of the 19th century, economic exploitation by the British, racial discrimination, administration of Linton, the Ilbert Bill controversy. Let's see about the political association that took place during this particular period. The British Indian Association that took place in 1851 in Bengal, the Bombay Association in 1852. Dadabhai Naoroji is an important person in this particular association. East India Association took place at 1856 at London. Madras Native Association in 1852, Pune Sarvojnik Sabha that took place in 1870, and Madras Mahajana Sabha at 1884. One of the major prominent happening during this particular period of the Indian national movement is the formation of the Indian National Congress. Alan Octavian Hume is the person who is responsible for the initiation of the Indian National Congress. The Indian National Congress was founded its first session was held at Bombay in 1885. W.C. Banerjee was its first president. The second session was held in Calcutta in 1886 and third in Madras in 1887. There are three important phases of this particular Indian National Congress. The phase of moderate nationalism that took place from 1885 to 1905, when the Congress continued to be loyal to the British Crown. And in this particular video, we will be seeing about this moderate nationalism. Apart from that, there are other two. From 1906 to 1916, it witnessed the Swadeshi movement, the rise of militant nationalism, and the Home Rule movement. During the period from 1970 to 1947, particular period can also be called as the Gandhian era. So let's see about the moderate nationalism. The leading figures are in this particular time period will be A.O. Humes, W.C. Banerjee, Surendranath Banerjee, Dadabhai Naoroji, Feroz Shah Mehta, Gopalakrishna Gokhale, Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya, Badruddin Tyabji, Justice Ranade, and G. Subramania Iyer. Surendranath Banerjee was called the Indian Burke. He firmly opposed the partition of Bengal. He founded the Indian Association, that is on 1876, to agitate for political reforms. He had convened the Indian National Conference in 1883, which merged with the Indian National Congress in 1886. G. Subramania Iyer preached nationalism through the Madras Mahajan Sabha. He also founded the Hindu and the Swadeshi Mitran. Dadabhai Naoroji was known as the Grand Old Man of India. He is regarded as India's unofficial ambassador in England. He was the first Indian to become a member of the British House of Commons. Gopalakrishna Gokhale was regarded as the political guru of Gandhi. In 1905, he founded the Servants of India Society. They were called Moderators because they adopted a peaceful and constitutional means to achieve their demands. The main demands of the Moderators: expansion and reforms of the Legislative Council, greater opportunity for Indians in higher posts by holding the ICS examination simultaneously in England and in India, separation of the judiciary from the executive, more powers for the local bodies, reduction of land revenue and protection of peasants from unjust landlords, abolition of salt tax and sugar duty, reduction of spending on army, freedom of speech and expression. Let's see about the methods that these moderators took. Were loyal to the British. In the beginning, the British government welcomed the birth of the Indian National Congress. With the increase in the Congress demands, the government became unfriendly. It encouraged the Muslims to stay away from the Congress. The only demand of the Congress granted by the British was the expansion of the Legislative Council by the Indian Council Act of 1892. So let's see about what are the achievements that these moderate nationalism got. The Moderators were able to create a wide national awakening among the people. They popularized the ideas of democracy, civil liberties, and representative institutions. They explained how the British were exploiting India, and in particularly Indians. Dadabhai Naoroji, in his famous book Poverty and Un-British Rule in India, wrote his drain theory. He showed how India's wealth was going away to England in the form of salaries, savings, pensions, payments to the British troops in India, profit of the British companies. In fact, the British government was forced to appoint the Welby Commission with Dadabhai as the first Indian assets member to inquire into this matter. The Moderators had succeeded in getting the expansion of the Legislative Council by the Indian Council Act of 1892. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe so that you get a frequent update of the videos that we are rolling out. Thank you very much.